Oh, yeah, nah, this is Rouseys Wrexham Roundup. She'll be right, mate. G'day and welcome to the Wrexham Roundup. I'm your host, Rousey. That over there is Simon, mate. Another week, and I can honestly say I did not see this happening in both
Another
ways, the transfers and the Millwall game, but we'll get on to everything as we talk about it. How are you, Simon?
good, mate. Good. Another £15 million out the door.
Yeah, I know,
So
right?
we better buy another. I got to buy another shirt. Keep the sales ticking over. Oh, they've spent some money. So yeah,
Oh, they have. They've spent a lot of money, which I can't wait to actually get into and talk about all of
no.
our transfers.
But
And yeah, especially with the hecticness of the deadline day, and
just
it.
a quick reminder, just before we get into our first segment, our picks last week. Ju- Just saying, one of us went 2-1. That was, just quietly. I just thought I'd remind you before we get in. So right now we can
But
start. Right,
what? But
sorry.
hang on, wait. Was it 2-1?
It would have been. It would have been apart from.
Ah,
It would have been apart from Arthur. Fucking Arthur, he cost me, man. He cost me
ah.
500 quid. I tell you what,
Nah,
that save was a beauty.
you
But
can't claim that. You can't claim that one. That
oh, that
is.
was in. That was in.
But I tell you what, that I think that game lived up to just about every
Oh,
single expectation you could ever have and more. And then for
yep,
us to
yep,
go on and do a 2-0 away win at the
yep.
Den. Now, they're a bit weird this season because they lost 3-0 there to Middlesbrough. But Middlesbrough are also on fire. And then we come
Yes.
along and we do 2-0, right? So that begs the question to ask, like, we're serious contenders here. If we can pretty
Well,
much do what
how shit.
Middlesbrough did.
How should a Millwall at home? 5 goals given up, none scored. I thought that's the question you were going to ask. How shit can you
Mm.
actually be at home?
Yeah, I
Like
mean
the
it's got
reverse of us last year. Ooh.
such a reputation, but I think more so is with the fans now. But
Yeah, yeah.
um, they have a reputation, and you know what? I think the boys know they went and played Millwall because they are battered and bruised.
Weren't they? Weren't they?
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Poor Kiefer with the the eye. Looks like at least hopefully that nose wasn't broken. So maybe it was just he got hit here rather than right on the nose, because it did look
Yeah,
nasty when
they
he
could
got
be one
hit.
of those
So
people that like you could literally just tap on the nose and it'll piss out blood.
yeah,
Could be
yeah,
one of those
he,
types of people. You don't know.
yeah, yeah. He did have a nice black eye. There's a photo of him on the way. He's still
Mm.
actually going to Kazakhstan, is it? The Wales are playing.
Yeah.
He seemed to be going out there, so he's fit enough for that, at least to travel. So.
Oh, well, I mean, one person that won't be traveling will be old Danny Ward.
Oh,
He's going to
poor.
be out for a little while. I mean, that was,
Is it
whew,
is it official yet? Has it been announced? Dislocated elbow or a broken arm? What
I'm
what
pretty
was it
sure it was.
apart
His
from the
arm was in a
concussion
cast. He was seen at McDonald's.
in a
Um,
big mother cast?
yeah, in a big cast. So he was seen ordering McDonald's. Now, I paused that screen just out of curiosity, just to see what he was ordering. I zoomed in. He was ordering a Sprite. So, hey, I mean, you could have ordered a Big Mac. You don't
Yeah,
know, but
yeah.
I just saw him ordering a Sprite. But anyway, good to see him up and about, at least in high
Yeah,
spirits, grabbing himself a Macca's and yeah.
probably still on the painkillers. He looked in a bit of trouble when he was down on the ground. So glad to see him
Mm,
up and about and let's hope it's 6 weeks and not 4 months.
yeah. So breaking down the game against Millwall, tale of two halves, sort of. But I'm going to say it was nice to see us get our defensive edge back. I feel that the first two games we've obviously shipped in a lot of goals. It's easy to give up goals at the Den, and the crowd
I
obviously
thought
have a lot to do with that. But
I thought they played a lot of long ball. They played parky ball, like a lot of long balls to the front that just went all the way through. And Ward just picked up so many. What were they shots on goal from their keeper, or were they shots on goal from like 80 metres out? They were just
yeah,
having these
I mean,
lobs, and he was
I
just
thought
picking them
so.
up.
I thought a little bit about that too. But I mean, they were quite defensive through their midfield.
Yeah, yep.
Um, and they were shutting a lot of avenues of attack down before it could gather. But they caught us on the break a few times, as you know. And the first half obviously ended in a 0-0 draw.
Was it the
Um,
first half that we had Kakache with that little run along the goal line with the ball?
yes,
That was just beautiful. Oh,
that was
oh,
beautiful,
that
wasn't
was
it?
just the skill and the poise and the foresight to do that. That was a sweet ass move. I thought
Oh,
I was
it
pleased. I
was.
saw that. I thought, oh, that was a nice thing to see. He's obviously got the talent and also the balls to do it.
Yeah, yeah, he's got some big cojones to do it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, look, the first half, I thought, oh, we really look quite defensive, like we're quite strong on defense here.
but
We
that's
obviously
good.
got exposed a few times on the counter attack, but
Yeah,
typically with parky ball, especially when you're playing that sort of system, you do leave yourself a little bit exposed to the counter attack, especially when your wingers are forward and they're meant to be
yeah.
back, or you wing backs. We don't play with wingers, we play with wing backs.
Wing backs. Yeah, yeah,
But they're expected to be forward, and sometimes they can get caught out. Then you're weak on defense, and you get exposed and opened up a
yeah.
little bit. But that's where your defensive mids come into shape. Which we got ourselves a good one, which we'll talk about in the next segment. But I just think that that second half, the boys looked out for the fight. They
They
came out
did.
ready for it, and that they were it was almost as if they were feeding off the Millwall crowd. And speaking of Millwall crowd,
That
did
weird
you
noise they made, like
yeah,
that
do you know
hum,
why
it was
they
like
do
the
that?
bees. Is it mill or something like that? It sounded like little bees or
Yeah,
something
do you know
going
why
off
they do that?
because they've got problems.
Drowns out the away chants.
Ah,
Yeah.
yep, yep, yep.
So not many
It
not
does.
many
It's a
sides I
very
know do it, but Millwall do it
no.
a lot.
Yep,
And
yep.
if your away end is making a lot of noise like ours was, yeah,
That
they're going
that
to do
shuts it
that to
up.
try and drown you out. And their fans
Yeah.
are raucous.
Oh, oh, yeah. But they also leave. They
Yeah, they also
also
left early.
leave. Uh,
But to get to the half at 0, what were you thinking at
oh,
that point in time?
more than happy. More than happy. We hadn't given up any goals after our first three matches, giving up seven. It was like, oh, at least we didn't give anything up. I thought we looked okay a couple of times going forward, but we didn't offer much going forward. But neither had they. They'd had some shots, but nothing that was of any consequence. So I was pleased. We were holding them and we hadn't really stretched ourselves. I hadn't thought
Mm.
going
And the
forward.
back line as well with Cody, Doyle, and Cleworth. I mean
Yeah, yeah.
that when I saw that lineup, I was just like that gives me some comfort. That because those are some very good defenders.
Yeah, and good
Um,
users at the ball though too. Cody, but also Max. Skipping ahead,
mm,
his cross. Is what opened it all up.
yeah,
Beautiful cross to the big boy, and
and Doyle's passing and the way he can
oh
break the line is just
yeah,
next level. We've
yeah,
got
yeah,
one hell of a signing with Doyle, and I think
yeah.
we saw him obviously come on against Preston North End for 60 minutes, and he was obviously taken off because he had a yellow card against his name and didn't want to get a suspension. Um,
But
but
also, he hasn't had a pre-season, so he's building up the legs still. So he's probably only going to have 60 on Saturday week. Even though he's got
yeah,
another 10 days now, 2 weeks to do some training. But 60 of Doyle is worth 90 of anyone else.
yeah, and I thought they put in a really solid shift on that back
Yep.
line. Um, Obviously we had Ryan Longman on as well over Barnett. What was your take on that? Now I'm of two minds here, Barnett or Longman. I mean, and now we got to talk about possibly a third, which we're not going to get into just
Oh,
yet. But
yeah. We're getting ahead of ourselves there, but
got to contain.
yeah,
Rousey has to contain himself. I've
they're
got to
not
keep
much
it
of a
in my pants
muchness,
for a little
but
while longer.
they do. I guess Barney offers a bit more pace. Longman they offer something slightly different, but both of them are a bit suspect on defence. And yeah, I think Barney's probably slightly better, but Parky knows best and started with Ryan. He put some nice crosses in. He really does. So
Oh.
he deserves a go. Um, and he's holding this place until QPR. We shall see what happens in a fortnight.
Mm. Well, it's going to be interesting to see, especially with what we've with the new people we've brought in. But I think
Mm.
Libby down that left hand side,
Oh,
definitely, he's our go-to person.
he and
But
Cody behind him. Not Cody behind him.
Doyle,
Doyle behind him. Yeah, those two are class, aren't they?
mm.
You can see where they, a lot of attack coming down that left hand side in the future. But also, you just a defense now, that next level defense over Macca and O'Connor by
Mm.
Tom, or yeah,
But I tell you
over
what,
Brunt.
it felt like obviously going in at 2-2. Oh, sorry, 2-0. Not 2-0. Going in at nil all, and then coming out for the second half, the boys. It was almost like they shed the fear.
Yeah.
Like they lived up to the raucousness of the crowd and the high intensity of the game. And look, a lot of games in the championship are going probably not going to be as bloody as going to the Den, but because I know once you go to the Den, you know you've been to the Den. But it just feels to me a bit like they definitely shed that fear now,
We
and
took what you could throw at us and you didn't hurt us, and we're coming to you now. I think that's what it
mm,
was. Parky said to him, look, that's all they got. They got nothing. Go out there and play. You can beat these suckers, and we did.
and we did. Okay,
Yeah,
so we got
yeah.
obviously our first goal was none other than Kiefer Moore, um, who obviously copped a good old sunny one straight on the
Oh,
schnoz.
yeah, didn't he? The keeper whacked him a beauty right in the head. He
Oh,
didn't
got
go
him
for
a
the
good
ball. He went for
shiner.
keeper, and he got his target. The keeper, that's for sure. 'Cause he missed the ball. It was like good AFL punch. That was like smack. Took him out.
I would give $1 million just to know what he said to the keeper as he was running over him because
Yeah,
the
yeah,
keeper
yeah.
tried to play for a foul, tried to feign injury, go down. There was no foul there,
No,
and you just whacked a striker straight on his honker, and he runs off and he says something to him.
Oh, along the lines
I
of
I
"Get
would
up,
have
you weak."
I would have thought it was
Yeah,
something like pick that out or something like that.
yeah, yeah. No.
'Cause,
Well, I reckon he got. I don't think it was the ball that hit Kiefer. I reckon it was the keeper.
you
So
think yeah, it might have been.
I wonder whether we had words about that. So you may have got me, but I got the goal, or just me. Get up, you dick. Whatever it's going to be. I'm glad he said something to him because he beat him a beauty. So
Left a
he
bit on
deserved
him.
to know it. He deserved
Oh
to know
yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Oh, so good, so good. And then obviously our second goal. Now I just want to spend a little bit of time on this because that one touch chip pass from McLean
Oh,
was
after the
on
delay
a
too, they had
dime.
that. What was it, 15 minutes while poor Wardy got seen to, and
Mm.
distressing scenes for him and his family having to watch that. That wouldn't have been nice. So long delay, and they didn't take them off. They stayed pitch side, and yes, you say McLean, yes, took their abuse when he came on, and he just gave it to him. He just set
I
him up
keep,
a
yeah,
beauty.
Simon, I keep trying to, I don't know if we get many opposing fans watching this podcast. We might do, but
Oh yeah, I'm
I
sure
keep
hundreds,
telling
hundreds.
people, don't do that to James McLean.
Yeah,
If you do that to James McLean, he plays better. You don't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
rile him up like that.
And is that his third or fourth assist of the season?
Hmm?
I think some of them may have been in the cup, but he's still got nice touch for an old man.
He's
So,
he's doing all right. He's doing all right.
mm.
He's especially I think you know, maybe not obviously a key to starting in the championship, but he's definitely you can see he's got that knowledge in the
Yeah.
championship and he plays his role really well.
And
And
he's also a
yeah,
leader off the
oh
field as well. A leader at
yeah.
training, a leader in the gym, a
But to
leader,
do what
leader
he
in the
did it off
club.
his left leg too, outside
Yeah.
boot left leg, and just chipped it like right on a dime. Like you have to be
Yeah.
so picture perfect. Dropped it right in front of O'Brien, who was just holding up his defender. Now O'Brien then obviously saw what he had to do, chipped the keeper
Oh,
straight in. Now the the actual tactical know-how and to be able to see that you need to what shot you need to do at that moment, just chip the keeper straight towards the net, it goes in. O'Brien was a problem for Millwall,
oh,
wasn't he? And I would dare
wasn't he?
say, I mean, O'Brien actually took my man of the match. If I had to give
Oh,
a man of the match,
yeah,
it would be him.
definitely. Mine too.
And
Mine
he
too.
just looks so lively, so quick, so
Doesn't he?
technical. Um, Once he commits, he commits. Like you see him, he made God knows how many steals in that game,
Yeah.
and
He's a
he was
quick
the one.
thinker.
Like you saw him as they were crowding our box and trying to find a way through. He would be the one that would run out and put a toe in and take the
Yeah.
ball. And I'm just like, I fucking love that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
And
that.
then keep
Just
running and then keep running with it, you know?
yeah.
So a lot of energy, a lot of gut, a lot of quick thinking and fair bit of skill too, you know. So I'm just so stoked we got him. I think he's one of the steals of the season.
Oh, hands down, steal of the
Mm.
season. Hands down, steal of the season. It was.
But
He
but there's still
really
a couple
was
to
something
come.
else.
There is still a couple to come, so we can't quite say that yet, you know. We haven't seen a few
Oh
getting
yeah,
ahead of ourselves.
yes, yes. But with the team that we've got now, we've obviously
Oh,
just gone to Millwall, beat them away 2-0, which I never saw happening. I know what I said last week. I was like, I feel we're not going to win this game.
no,
And
I said 2 goals.
I said to Desmond,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
um,
so I think our defense, as you say, our defense and our mids overdid their job. You know, they stood up, and our first clean sheet of the season needed it. So
yeah, yeah, definitely needed it. And I think to do it in the style and manner that we did, I think I'm surprised more people ain't taking notice. You know, I'm
they
really
will.
surprised because
Yeah,
a lot of people are, and I see this again, and you know what? I'm honestly thinking, contemplating of starting a swear jar or something for people that say, "Oh, that was the worst team to visit us." Motherfucker,
yeah.
if that was the worst team to visit you and you lost 2-0, you've got
How
serious
crap?
problems.
How crap are you? Yeah, how crap are you? And we
But
beat you like that.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking, all right, every time someone says that about us and I see it online, I put a £1 in a jar,
yep.
and then at the end of the season, whatever's there, we donate to the Wrexham Miners Project. Because I tell you what, we heard it all last season.
Oh,
We're hearing it all. We heard it against
yeah,
2-0 away
yeah,
at
yeah,
Millwall, and you're saying we're the worst team? Mate, give
yeah.
your head a wobble. Seriously. Like, just
Look in the mirror.
look at, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it just doesn't make any sense that
no,
people say that when they've just lost. I mean, no, they're probably butthurt and all that sort of
yeah.
crap. Look, Millwall were great. I think Millwall's a great spectacle. I love seeing the fans really get in it. Um,
Annoying that we didn't see the fans at our end. They were elevated, so you couldn't actually see them behind the goal at all. So when you saw those shots, a lot of them were empty, half empty stand because the bottom tier
oh,
was empty.
actually, that reminds
So
me. I had a fan reach out to us during the week and ask about why they didn't fill the bottom row. A lot of the time that's due to separation. They want to keep a
yeah,
certain amount of separation between the
you got to
fans.
keep them separated.
More important than Millwall because a lot of shit goes to
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Millwall.
They paint their roundabouts there, you know, so they don't
Oh,
like the sheep shaggers.
yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just yeah, so a lot of that is really just fan separation.
Yeah,
Um, they want to keep people, if you're on that lower level, it's pretty easy for you at that ground to go into the opposing team's stand and start some shit. So they tend to get on that pretty quick. And obviously, there's a bit of history between Millwall and Wrexham. For those of you that don't know the history, there was a stand invasion by Millwall fans back in, I think it was like the early or mid
The
1990s or
Mould
something.
Road. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, they invaded one of the stands and started a lot of shit. So yeah, there's a bit of history there, and look, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We could have had more fans there, but they chose to separate them the way they did. So that's why they keep it like that.
I
Anyway,
think they knew it was going to be 2-0 and they thought, oh shit, if there's 4,000 of them, so maybe to make it 3-0. So they were just scared that we are going to give them a hide and they didn't want
oh,
to show the world.
well, about three-quarters of them didn't even hang around to
No, I
start some
know
shit
they
at the
pissed
end.
off quick, didn't they? uh,
Oh, did you see? See if I can find it. If I can find it, I'll post it right here, right now. But this is a video of this like this is this little dude just hanging out
oh,
over the
yes.
awning, giving it the what for. Oh,
Good on him. Good on him.
oh wow, good
uh,
on him. I thought that it's just everything you think about Millwall summed up in one video.
yeah, yeah.
It's just so funny. So funny. But
uh,
yeah, wow. So what else to say about Millwall other than the fact that none of us predicted this would happen?
the
And
fucking
we're
fucker, one of us
hoping.
did. One of us did. And
I
thanks for
told
the
you you
three
can't
points. And
claim it. You said
yeah, yeah,
2-1.
yeah, yeah.
You cannot claim
And
that at
Arthur,
all.
Arthur saved your ass, mate, by like the
You
skin of his
not
little.
getting no
Oh,
points for that.
oh,
But that said, I mean, just to basically come back to what we were saying before, is like when are people going to start to wake up and see that was
ah,
serious? So we had a serious game against Southampton to start.
yep.
We looked
Oh,
very threatening, right?
yes, yep.
And then
Well in it
obviously you had West Brom who did a number on us, but we looked threatening still
again. Yep.
again. Yep. And then obviously you had
Sheffield
your two games in the Carabao Cup,
in the cup. Yep.
which we played almost a full strength championship side with our
Yep.
second string.
Yep.
And this
Players who are
goes,
no longer here. Players who we
yeah.
don't have anymore. Spoiler alert.
And then obviously we drew the previous weekend.
Where we should have won.
Should have
I mean,
won.
we could have lost at the end, but we should have won that.
And then
And so
obviously we've come good
we
now.
did. Mm,
This is what we're talking about with the team gelling. And I know a lot of
yep.
people. There was a Wrexham blog where they were talking about how they hate the word that the team has to gel, but they do.
They do. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, look, whichever way you want to argue it, you basically brought in most of your starting 11 the week before the actual
Yep.
season started, and you're asking them to play a style of football which takes a bit of time and a bit of adjustment.
And against teams who have had time together, years
Yeah,
together, in some cases. So
yeah,
it takes a month, 2 months, and they're professionals. They've played with each other at different times. They've seen each other. They know how to play the game. It's just a matter of getting them to gel. And we're seeing what happens, Millwall, when it does.
yeah. And I dare say that might be a turning point for us.
Oh, yep, yep.
We could
And
go
uh,
on that. What if we go on a streak of wins from here on out? You know?
and it wasn't, yeah, the turning point for me was that cup game, that second half, Port Vale. Was it
Yeah.
Port Vale? Yeah, yeah.
No, it wasn't
Where we
Port
just
that.
no,
No,
who was it? Hull. No, that
Hull,
was the first one. That was the first one with the penalties.
Preston North
Oh,
End.
there you go. I knew it had a P in it. Within lots of words in it. There, Preston North End, old man disease. Preston North End. I mean, that second half, and then it's just carried on from there for in my mind. So
Yeah.
yeah, turning point of the season. Now we've had new players come in as well. One more
What
bit of
what will be
gelling.
good is if we back that performance up against QPR after the
Yeah,
international break, right?
yeah,
If we manage to back that up and then do it again the weekend after, then we can actually truly say, okay, this side
yeah,
they're on the same page now. And
yeah, yeah,
Parky's done it in a very, very quick time frame. And all the more power to him because he is.
Yeah.
And this is another thing. I've seen someone saying a post online. It was about you know, Parky's got no excuses now. He's a shit. He's or someone's saying that he's a shit coach or something. I said, well, what are you marking your assessment on? Because he's one of the few coaches in the actual EFL that has six promotions under his
Yeah.
belt.
The only
Not a
one
lot
with
of,
back to back to back.
yeah. And you want to
So
say he's a shit coach?
yeah, yeah,
Like, come on, check yourself. Seriously.
yeah.
Like, just
And
check
see where
yourself.
we are. Wait until Christmas. Come back at us at Christmas. See where you are then.
Yeah, yeah, because we started our climb up the ladder and hopefully
Yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't stop.
No, no.
So yeah, so there we go. Millwall away with a
Thank you for the
win.
3 points.
Another 3 points. First 3 points on the ladder. Got off the mark with a point and then backed it up with three. And then let's go on a run. I want to see us go on
Yeah.
a good winning streak. That'll be good. And then people will start to take notice because I'm sick to death of Birmingham fucking going off with everyone.
Yeah, yeah. Getting all
All
the
I keep
glory.
hearing is Birmingham this and Birmingham that. And well, guess what? We just spent a ton of money, and we're looking actually really good. So,
Coming
all
up.
right, we've got a lot of incomings and outgoings to discuss. So after this break, guys, hang around, um, get our take on things, and we'll see how we go. After the break, enjoy your Neds bet. Woo! Oh yeah, nah, this is Rouseys Wrexham Roundup. She'll be right, mate. Okay, so
The day.
transfers. The
The
transfer deadline is
day.
finally over, and the only next thing I want to know is who's getting registered because I'm hanging out. I want to see now right away. I want to see Elliot Lee registered.
Oh, I think you've got a good chance. I'm
I hope so.
hopeful. Yeah,
I
yeah,
hope so because there's a lot of new players that have come in. Some have obviously gone out, cleared the decks a little bit. Um, Before we start talking about our new signings that came in on deadline day, this is there's barely anyone left from the National League days. I mean, you've got Max Cleworth, you've got Elliot Lee, and you've got Ryan Barnett. And then obviously you got a few
and
from the League Two days with
I think there's
McLean
one
and
more. I think there's four. I saw a list. I think it was four. Barney, Max, and you're right, Elliot, and one more.
mm.
It'll
And then
come to me,
obviously
but
we got
anyway.
some from League Two days as well. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
look, this is a whole
Brutal.
new team, a whole new shape, and
Yeah.
and I really hope they keep the same feel, but you can sort of already get, I don't know, I don't know about you, but for me, I can sort of get the gist that this is kind of going away of, okay, we're growing into our pants as a big team.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting too far away from community club though. You've still got Macca there as captain at the moment, if not club captain, he on-field captain. And I think that again, Parky is no plonker test. We're not picking up people willy-nilly. We're not a London club and there's a choice of 10. People are making concerted decisions or considered decisions to come to Wrexham. And one of those things is the dressing room and the style of the dressing room. And I think they know that, the players know what to expect when they come here. There's still a core of players who have been around over the last 2 or 3 years who are leaders, and the people coming in are captains of their own right, of their own teams. So again, it's this no plonkers test means that people are coming in and are willing to work together for a common cause when everyone else around the club is too. It's a united
Mm,
force. You can see that.
yeah, I hope. I know. I hope. I think what is comforting is that we're really starting to see that translate to on the field.
Yeah,
And we're
yeah,
starting to see them, start to understand where people want the ball, how they run around, how they
yeah.
create space, where to put the right passes through the route one and all that sort of stuff. So they're
I'm
they're, they're
sure.
generally they generally are. We are seeing that. It's just so worrying sometimes, like because like it's really hard to change that much and still keep the same feel. It's a delicate balance. I think Parky's
But the
got it right.
teams,
I
teams are
really,
always changing. I think this, if it had happened over a
yeah, but
decade,
in
the
one
rise from
season,
national, well, it's purely been the speed. If this
yeah,
had happened over a decade, then no one would have said anything. If it had taken a couple of years to get out of League Two, a couple of years to get out of League One, then you're in the Championship in a couple of years. You know, things would have over time evolved over 4 or 5 or 6 years. It's happened over three. So things have had to just bang. I think they're in the championship before they realistically expected it to
mm,
happen. But you're not going to say no when the opportunity
no,
comes
of
up.
course not. But
And
you are literally in one season, you've pretty much got rid of everyone
got a
that
new
got you
team.
there
Yeah,
and got a new
maybe
team.
one or two. There's a couple who are going to be playing, but there's not many. And though you can see though that yeah, the standard has lifted. You know, the speed has lifted, the skill has lifted, the intensity has lifted, and some of the players just aren't quite ready for that or aren't able to reach those levels anymore and will fall by the wayside. But somebody like Max, I think, will enjoy the competition, enjoy not having to play every week
Mm,
now. Um, and if we had have taken 2 years out of League Two, 3 years in League One, he would have grown with us over that time. But he's had to come on that accelerated journey as well. So
yeah.
we are really just getting to a level that these clubs who have already been in the championship for a decade have been at for a decade. And so we're trying to do that in one or two foul swoops.
Mm.
And it's been a great day. It really has. I'm pleased with who's
I,
come
I'm
in.
I love the look of the team.
Yeah.
I think Parky's got. You can clearly see, especially with Kiefer Moore. I mean,
Yes.
Kiefer Moore just suits Parky's style so good, and he can get on the end of a lot of these long ball passes and stuff, and
He's a
he's very
worker.
creative.
I hadn't realised how hard working is, and that's another Parky trait. You know that everyone's a hard worker. They're not. Maybe one or two are slacking off a bit, but 9 out of 10 of them are running the length of the pitch all the time. You got to be a hard worker if you want to play the wing back role or the centre back role in the Parky team. So
Mm,
I think that again, having to work hard and there's no prima donnas, and I think that in a dressing room when everyone's having to work hard, it's one of the things that helps gel a team. So
yeah, no, could be right there. I mean, I think that's a real good one. But let's go to our outgoings first. I want to start with
you
OP,
start
Ollie Palmer. I mean,
the
perfect
OP.
send off
Oh,
to play in that game and
yeah,
score the two, score the
yeah.
winner. Um, you know, just perfect send off for him. Absolute legend of a bloke. And I know obviously he was quite clearly crushed with the way he went out of the team in League One. He got to show himself in sort of championship form. But he's obviously, left us for Swindon. Um, and I think writing was on the wall on that one where everyone saw it. Um, but could he have still stayed in the group? Probably,
No.
maybe. I
The
don't know.
Moore's such an upgrade on him that you wouldn't even have Palmer hanging around a second because
Yeah,
Moore is just light years ahead of him.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
so.
That is true. So,
Again, if we had been in League One, I can, and again had to spend 3 years in League Two and League One, Palmer would have finished his career
yeah.
with us
And
because we're now.
he was like one of the starring people you could say in the
Oh,
documentary. So it was him and Paul
yeah,
Mullen. That
yeah,
partnership, alas, is no more. And Parky obviously ruthlessly said, it's like I think he's been more than fair with the players. I mean, for the club to actually let him go, let him out of his contract early and not
yeah,
demand a fee for him, that obviously Swindon really probably couldn't pay. Was a nice piece, like
yeah.
a good sort of token, so to speak, to say, we want you to go play first team football. He's going to get a lot of minutes at Swindon, and I think he's going to
Yeah.
do very well for them. Um, the other one as well, the other one I was quite surprised about, but in a way, sort of not, was Jack Marriott, obviously off to Reading,
Well, he
who
did score
we're
the winner
facing
against.
in we
Yes,
drew in
and
the
he's not cup tied.
yeah. So he might be coming back to play us when we're in the Carabao Cup.
Well, he scored the
Um,
winner. He scored the winner in that penalty shootout.
he
So
did.
Palmer scored the two goals to equalise it, and Marriott scored that fifth one to actually win it.
Mm.
So
This one kind
now
of
we're going
surprised me a little bit to see him go, though. I thought he
no,
probably
no,
had a good shot of being a part of the side, but
no,
I mean,
no.
obviously, you can only register 25 players,
Yeah,
and we
you're
brought
gonna.
in what, 13 now or something, or
Yeah,
so.
something like that. So is
Yeah,
Elliot Lee or Jack Marriott?
what to go?
Well, who you keeping? Yeah, yeah. You got
Ah,
to start cutting. So and the forwards, we no longer need Jack up forward. Yeah.
Simon's stupid questions of the week. Who do you think I'm going to pick out of that?
Exactly. That there was no choice. That's why I give it to you. You're not getting a choice. If you're gonna have to get rid of your boy or him. You go, no, no, no. See you, Jack. So
Oh,
just helping you feel
wow.
good
Oh, well, I mean, look,
until
yes.
Elliot goes.
So we know Elliot Lee stays. We hope I hope to see him registered. So that's going to
Oh,
be
yeah,
my bet. Will he be registered in the
have to be.
25 man squad?
Yeah,
So we will
yeah, yeah.
see on that note. But
I think you can pick four. Well, pick four before him, if not five or six before him.
yeah, Revan's gone out on loan. We
Yep.
saw that one coming. I
Yeah.
don't think we've seen enough of him, and I don't think he's championship quality. I actually think he probably struggles a little bit in the side playing Parky style. So he's gone off to Wrexham 2.0. Boom,
Yes.
W.
Yeah. Well, are they? I mean, obviously, Fletcher's no longer there, and is Jones still there? James Jones still at Burton?
I think they still have a fair few players on their roster from Wrexham,
Yeah, yeah.
and who the dad bod.
But,
I
but
don't know if
what is good is that we're sending out now a cohort of players who have been successful under the Parky system and
Mm,
in a Parky dressing room, and we'll be able to take that and spread that love around.
yeah, yeah. And Tom O'Connor's gone as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we say goodbye to Tom O'Connor, which interesting, very
Oh,
interesting.
again, you can see the writing on the wall for Tom. I'm glad he's,
Mm.
he's off to Peterborough with who else was at Peterborough? Who got a who got a loan there? Somebody got a loan there.
Oh,
Oh,
Mendy.
yes, thank you. Yeah, Jacob
Mm.
Mendy. Yes.
Yep, Mendy. So all these stalwarts of the documentary
Oh,
series are going.
that
I
goal,
mean,
that goal, Mendy down the wing on the left, and that goal in that cross, and the goal
uh,
that was Notch, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Notch. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Here comes
crazy,
Mendy. That was a beauty.
crazy. So
Oh,
he should do well for Peterborough, I
yeah,
reckon. I mean,
yep.
especially if he's going to be running alongside with Rev Revan and all them. So
Mm.
um, yeah, so those, many of our outgoings, a lot of the mainstay heads that you'll recognize from the documentary are no longer going to be there. Um, Sad, yes, but needed, definitely.
Yep,
Um,
yep.
you can't argue
No.
when you see our team actually play now, and some of our viewers will only really follow us or watch, some of my shows from the documentary and stuff. That they don't follow the team week in, week out and see them play. But when you
Oh,
see them play now in the championship, it's night and
next.
day. Like that
Yeah,
that side would destroy our League One side.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so that's why we had to upgrade. But hey, deadline day happened. We got three new ones coming through, coming through. So I'm going to spend a bit of time here. Ben Sheaf, captain of Coventry.
Ah, some little pissant team, apparently. Is that a good? That's a good thing, is it? That's meant to be a good thing, is it? Right? Yeah. Excuse me. Again,
Coventry are a
another
good
another
side.
captain.
Coventry
Yeah.
have been a strong championship side. They've been at the top end of the championship for many years now. They're currently in the top three. Um,
And we got
but
their captain.
and we got their captain. Yeah, yeah. So look, he was a little bit on the outs with Frank Lampard. I think Frank Lampard started to change the style to more his style, and it probably didn't agree with Ben a little bit. And Ben
Who is
obviously spoke
a
about
tell it
wanting to go out elsewhere and try something fresh and new. And obviously he's found that in Wrexham. But make no mistake about it, this guy is a brilliant defensive midfielder.
yeah.
Brilliant defensive midfielder. I
So
mean, I know
Matty
he has a
James,
few injury
a Matty
niggles.
James type, but next level.
Next level to Matty James, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
He he was a key part in their promotion, almost promotion when they got to the playoff finals. He was a key part in getting him there and
Playoff
then watching him
finals.
play.
Just
Oh,
saying those words. Playoff finals.
yeah, yeah, and he also
Anyway,
played in the when Coventry had their historic FA Cup run when they were robbed by Manchester
bastards.
United. Absolutely
Oh yeah,
robbed.
but I we're not saying nothing about Man U, mate. Oi, don't say nothing about Man U. We got one of their boys now.
Man, you can go fucking get fucked.
Nah, oi, we got their lad now. I'm not going to hear a bad word about Man U, even from you bloody Coventry fans. So,
Hey,
we got
hey,
to we got to do right by them.
Man, you lost to Grimsby. Enough said.
I know. Yeah, we need to pity Man U.
Imagine losing to Grimsby when you're a Premier
Oh,
League team. That's just like what the
oh.
nah, nah. This is and
Uh,
I mean
oh,
I
you reckon
don't
he bailed? What's his name? Is a Corby? Corby?
is a Cabor or something. Okay, so
Gabor. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
is a Cabor obviously Birkenau player. Phew. I don't know much about this guy. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him play a lot, but he um, he came from Manchester City, not Manchester United.
the other one. I knew there was one of
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
They're interchangeable, aren't they?
I dare you to go to Manchester and say that. You will get
At least we're the
absolutely.
biggest team in our town.
You,
Uh,
you will not be walking out of Manchester if you say that. Far out, man. But no, I mean, so Ben Chief is a Kabore. Now that he joins us on a loan though, so he's not a permanent player.
but
But
I guess but coming from a big club, even though he has been loaned out his entire career, um, is there going to be, or are there demands upon playing time or playing position or playing style,
we
whatever,
won't
whatever,
know till it starts.
till the fat lady sings? Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he looks good. He looks really good.
And so is
But
he
obviously
Max
he's
or is
going to be
he
competing against
right
Longman
wing
and
back?
Barnett down that side. So
You
they've
don't think
already.
he's a Max replacement?
Well, he's a right wing back, isn't he?
I've seen right back and right wing back, but he's meant to be pacey. So yeah, maybe he is and a lot more defensive minded. So maybe he's just the defensive version of Longman and Barney, but a lot better. He's meant to be rather skillful and quite good. So I'm
I
looking
mean,
forward to see
I
him.
don't know much about the guy to be fair, so I honestly am not the person to be asking whether he's going to be any good or not. His highlights look pretty good, but
Yeah,
whether he's going to be able to fit with our team and fit with our style, I don't see Parky committing to saying to a club that, oh yeah, we'll start him. I mean, when you've got the likes of Longman and Barnett down that side, and you've got Kikache on the other side, and you got a third choice down that right, and you haven't got many down the left, other than
McLean.
McLean and Kikache, have you? So,
Mm-mm.
yeah, I don't know. Interesting one. So, I'll be keen. I'm going to be keen to keep an eye out
So,
on what he looks like.
so are you going to nominate the four who are going out before Elliot?
Hmm?
The four who aren't going to get registered because we've got 29 at the moment and you're only allowed 25. And I think it's tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, our time, that the list drops. So who do you reckon
Mm.
doesn't get registered? And George Evans, we missed one. George Evans, who hasn't, he did get picked up in the end, didn't he? By somebody on a free after we didn't register him. So Gorgeous George is gone.
Gorgeous George.
Has gone, taken that beard. He did get picked up.
Yeah, but Wrexham 2.0.
Ah, another one. So yes, I knew there was I knew there was another one that gone down there. So but again, spreading the love and hopefully taking some of what they've learnt with them and passing that on. So yeah, good on him. And he'll do well down at that level. He will
Yeah,
do
I
well.
think
He's
he
still
will.
got a lot to offer.
I
So
think he
yeah,
will.
good
I
on
think
him.
he'll be perfectly fine. But
But we need four more. Who you dumping? For me, J Rod. I think J Rod's done. I think we haven't seen hide nor hair of him for a while. I think that injury's seen him.
well, I mean, he's obviously injured at the moment.
Yeah.
Um, I just this is really going to be tough to think about which way he wants to go, which way Parky's going to go. Because yeah, I did have some notes on this. I'm trying to. um,
Don't make me say Elliot.
no, I think Elliot Lee's going to get registered. I think you'll probably find maybe. Yeah, I think you might be right on J Rod. Um,
Maybe Cannon
but I
will
mean,
not get
he
registered
comes
either.
from Burnley and he does have a lot of championship experience. So, I mean, I know he doesn't have a lot of League One experience, which is probably why he wasn't as on it. But he's another forward that we've just got on the book. So yeah, you might be right.
Hmm.
Maybe he's going to spend a bit of time on the bench. Um,
I think Cannon will be one with his injury still carrying
yeah,
on.
Andy Cannon will definitely not be
Hmm.
getting registered. Um,
And one or two of Scar and O'Connor. O'Connell.
Owen O'Connell, I imagine,
Hmm.
yeah, either Owen O'Connell or Dan Scar.
Or both.
But yeah, geez, who's going now? That's a tough one. That is
Whose
tough.
name isn't Elliot. Because
I
I
well,
don't have to want to change my phone.
I will riot if Elliot doesn't get
Well,
registered.
he's not my my lock screen, but he's my background on my on the other parts of the phone. So yeah, I don't want to lose him either. So, but I reckon
But
I think he's a good chance to stay.
yeah, yeah. And then we got one more. So we've spoken about Izza, we've spoken about Ben Sheaf, and we got Dom Heim. Is
I
that his
am the
name?
Scott,
Scott Dom
which is why
Heim.
maybe and as another centre back, which is why maybe both Scar and O'Connell could be out the door.
Yeah, or maybe
So
just one of them. I don't know. I
yeah,
mean, Scar and O'Connell were very, very similar, I think, ability wise.
yeah,
Because both of them interchanged so seamlessly. And whenever they would both come on, they would both do really good jobs. And often or not, they would make a mistake that would lose you a game here and there. So I, I, yeah, it could be both of them. It's that's a tough one. But I
because we
just
were so good
I
last
will
year
I will
defensively.
I will hang it all out if Elliot Lee gets registered to the side. He needs to be. Whether he'll be registered past January, I don't know, but it'll be good to get him into this. I mean,
Oh, want some
he's
more training.
more than capable at a championship side.
Yeah,
Know it.
yeah.
So, um, yeah, we'll just go with that. So overall, transfers, we have
Oh,
spent the most of any team in the championship this season. Is that about right?
I think yeah,
I
second
know our
most maybe
squad
a
value is a
shitload.
little bit lower,
Mm,
but actual
yeah,
what we've spent. So I think it's
is
something
a
like
lot. Yeah,
32 million pounds,
yeah, yeah.
which is a hell of a lot.
But we're playing catch up, as you say. Our squad value is nowhere near what the others are, And again, we're playing catch up because it would have happened over 2 or 3 years if we had have taken the time going through. But we were greedy and went back to back to back. And this was a
And the
result of that.
side we now have assembled, do we
Looking good.
think do we think that they can go for a fourth
Go
time in a row?
back. Oh, I think they're going to give themselves an opportunity. I think playoffs
Mm.
are, until otherwise informed, I think playoffs are going to be what they're looking at,
Yeah,
until results say
I'm
no.
saying playoffs and promotion through playoffs still.
Yeah, yeah.
When this side gets up and firing, geez, watch out.
No reason why not,
This shit Wrexham side coming to a town near you to win you whilst we play like shit.
Yeah. Just give us the 3 points. We don't care. We'll take them.
Yeah. All right, guys. After the break, we are going to chat some shit and talk about some news and any other stuff regarding Wrexham. Be sure to stick around. This last bit, always a good bit of fun. Let's go.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, nah, this is Rouseys Wrexham Roundup. She'll be right, mate. Oh, um, heard something the other day.
Oh.
What, what did the cannibal do after dumping his girlfriend?
Dump his girlfriend. I don't know. What did the cannibal do after dumping his girlfriend, Rousey?
Wiped his ass.
Let's say, which hand do you wipe your ass with, Rousey?
Oh, geez. Okay. All right. We'll move on from
Moving on.
we'll
Toilet
move
humor.
on from that. So,
Down under.
yeah, oh, good old down under. The good old down under. Hey, so Australia versus New Zealand's coming up. We get to see Libby in action.
No, we
No?
don't. No, 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 no. Pretty sure he's not coming over. I heard he wasn't coming. They picked him,
No?
but realised he's injured, he's unfit, or not under fit, I will say, and he would
Libby.
actually benefit more. Yep, and he would benefit more from staying in Wrexham. Dead set, heard that. So I don't think he's coming out, which is a good
Hmm.
thing in my view. So
Jesus, we're just cooking all our internationals before
I
they get to play on the
know.
international stage. What the heck?
But again, he's one who needs to gel and could use time in the gym and time with Parky and time with the other players and time on the track. So yeah, New Zealand, it's a friendly versus us. There's no point bringing him over here for that.
Yeah, true, true. So, well, I mean, it would have been nice to
Oh
see him
yeah, yeah,
play,
yeah.
and stadium news. We've got some stadium news. Obviously, they're talking about a slight delay, obviously, because the works on the substation are taking a little bit longer. Now, this is
Oh,
going to be interesting. So, essentially, they've got until obviously the new season starts for 26.
haven't they got like July 26 to get it up
Yeah,
for
July
the under
26 it's got to
19s
be
or
up
the
and
under
ready.
21s or something? Is it? What is it? The Euros or there's
Yeah.
some comp.
I don't know how they're going to build a stand so quick.
No, prefab. A lot of it's prefab and precast. We've had a big mother bridge put up here where a lot of it was all precast and they just bring it together and bolt it together and bang, Bob's your uncle. But it's all built off sites, sitting in a factory waiting to be moved. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's happening. Concrete panels already getting poured, already, drying out or getting the workforce ready. And once they've got the okay, they can just go bang and get it up real quick.
Yeah, I could understand maybe getting the structure up pretty quick, but then you got to like worry about, you got all your fit outs, your electrical stuff, your
That's
plumbing,
where, yeah.
all your shops have got to be designed.
That
I
may that may take time. They'll
Yeah,
get it
that
up and
might.
they'll get some stands and they'll get the change rooms and stuff up ready for that those matches coming up. But the back end of it won't be ready. But it'll look pretty from the front and it'll be suitable, but just
And I wonder if we're going to get the approval to go to seven thousand
oh
seven
yeah, yeah,
hundred.
yeah,
That'd
for
be
sure.
something else, wouldn't it? That's when I'm
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
going over, so I know I'm going to get
I'm
tickets.
I'm definitely booked in for April. I've got flights booked for April, so I'm done and
Uh,
dusted on that. So no, I won't be seeing you there. We won't be doing a Wrexham roundup on tour, but we can do
yeah, we
satellite
will do one
by satellite.
eventually. We will
Yeah,
definitely do one eventually, but I've got a few things I've got to put right in my life
maybe we meet up
first.
with Adrian in Adelaide. That'd be halfway for pretty much both of us,
Maybe.
and we can surprise Adrian. There you go. Just
No, well, I mean, look, I know I've got a bit of a journey to embark on, so I think, going off feedback, a lot of people said, Rousey, get it done. So I think that I might do it. I might even do it for charity. Um, Thinking
Who's
about
she?
ways of doing that. But next
Is
week you'll
she?
have my reported start weight. For those that are interested in this last little segment, I'll let you know how my weight loss is going. At the moment, I love a good Big Mac. I love a
So
good
are
burger.
you cheating at the moment and putting on a couple of extra easy kilos to take off in a week?
No,
Yeah,
not really.
you're not stacking. Okay, you're not
Nah,
pre-stacking. Okay.
I'm just doing what I normally do.
Saying goodbye to the good foods. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I will see how we go. Going to start off with a bit of light exercise and see if that works, and then just sort of build up from there. And we'll
Yeah.
go from there. And I'll report every week to everyone what my current weight is. So stay tuned next week to find that out. It's not good. It's a bit shameful, but you know what? I'm motivated because I
Fuck.
want to go to Wrexham.
Yeah.
So we'll get in on that. So yeah, and I want to be able to enjoy myself. If I go over right now, I'm not going to be able to enjoy myself. I'll be
Yeah.
able to walk around for like 10, 20 minutes and then my knees will be shot. So
But
so
you could pretty much do the bar crawl. Yeah, I'm sure though. If it 10
oh
minute
yeah,
walk,
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, yeah.
well that's
Sounds
fine. I
okay.
mean, I'll just get on the beer and I'll, have alcohol legs. I'll be fine. So, but obviously, we're on international break now. Um, Obviously works a little bit different in the championship than it does in League One and League Two. So
Come at a good time.
typically, typically in League One and League Two, if you have more than two or three players, you're allowed to
We do.
rearrange your game.
We do. We do.
We
Just
do.
quietly.
We do.
Just
We got a lot of
quietly.
players, a lot of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
international players now, and captains.
And captains.
But in the
And
championship,
commentary
obviously,
players.
because a lot of people in the championship they end up going out on international duties.
Yeah.
They've said they've obviously scheduled three weekends. First one being in September, second one being in October, and the last one being in March. And I think it was one shortly after Christmas. I think from memory, can't remember, but yeah, those are your international breaks. No games to be played. You have a week off. Those that aren't obviously on international call-ups get a chance to get themselves fit and ready for this to
Gel.
to pick it back up, getting ready to
Perfect
gel.
timing. Yeah,
Oh,
perfect timing
perfect
for us.
time.
So many injuries that we need to recover from,
Mm.
and little niggles. Could we have taken some heavy knocks? So yeah.
Have you ever had a heavy knock in your life?
Oh, I've had a couple of some nasty injuries playing basketball and things. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've had a heavy knock or two. Yep.
What would be your worst injury you've ever had?
Oh, broke a bone here. Best mate broke my bone here in basketball training. I've done my knees. I've done the ACL and the PCL and the knees and things from basketball. So yeah, they were fairly nasty.
Ooh, okay. I'd say take your pick with me. I mean, I've had quite a few bad injuries. Mainly from cycling because I used to obviously be a a bit of a professional cyclist, and
Yeah.
I remember once I was racing in the Tour de Perth and I was winning it, and I was in a big group of people, and I clipped the tire of the person in front, went down, and they had the whole pack right over the top of me, and I don't remember a thing.
Oh.
I woke up in hospital and I thought my name was Brian.
I came off a racer, a push bike racer on a dirt road out in the country. Doing must have been 40 feet. Gravel rash all down the entire side of my body. Oh man, that was nasty. You're a dickhead when you're young, aren't you? But
Oh.
old man injury talk, yeah, we
Oh,
need to move on
but
from
when you're
that.
wearing the lycra as well, I mean, it's not,
Oh yeah,
doesn't,
yeah.
and this
But you
this
would look
road,
good.
this
Were you
road,
like Elliot
right?
Lee in the Lycra, you reckon?
What's
Did
that?
you look good? Did you look good in the Lycra? Were you like Elliot
I
Lee?
looked all
You know,
right.
you
I
looked
was,
good.
I did, I was quite popular with the ladies.
You hung out, yeah.
Um,
You hung out, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah.
but yeah, it looked vastly different to what I look like nowadays. But obviously, but this was on this road. This now, in Australia, we like to sort of have these things that I like to call cheese grater roads. So it's kind of just like loose gravel, but not loose. Like it's
Yeah.
just like they've poured tarmac down and then poured gravel straight over the top and then compacted it. And it's very
Yep.
rough. That was the gravel I came off on. And that was
Oh,
painful.
ow, ow.
I was, yeah, yeah. Remember, my mum apparently had to wash my bike down. It just, the water ran red because there was just so much
Oh.
blood on my bike. I was like, oh,
You should
damn,
have said the other
that's a
guy.
good one. That's a good one, that is. So, hey, let
Yeah.
us know down below what your injuries are. Let us know.
Your
If
worst
you
sporting
got a good
injury.
one, have you got one to beat that? Or
Yeah,
Simon's
yeah.
one where apparently he says he got a basketball to the face, but we all know the truth.
No, no, no. It was a mate's
You were
knee to
banging
the
his
face
missus,
here
weren't you? And he
in
punched
the
you in the
training.
face.
So training for the grand final, mate whacked me in the eye and I got one black eye. And then in the grand final, I actually got elbowed in the face and broke under here and had two black eyes. So I go to uni on the Monday after that, a week of that. I got two black eyes. Just going to
Should have put a
uni on the
Batman
train.
mask on, mate.
Fuck.
Put a
Oh,
Batman
it looked like
mask on.
crap.
You
Yeah,
have the
could have
black eyes.
got away with it.
Oh yeah. Well, I think I might end it there. What do you reckon? It's been
Yeah,
a good
get it done.
episode. But
We got a week off, AFL finals.
got a week off, AFL finals. Quick shout out to our Patreons, guys, executive producers who support the show, diehard fans, Mad Owl,
Love
Not
you.
PC, Bryant, Welsh Techie, Sarah, and Anthony. We love you guys to support the show. You
Thank you.
guys have the key say in what we do, and yeah, we get that special access to us. But then again, all of our Rouseys Rowdy Army do, or Rowdy Army do. Wrexham Rowdy Army. Drew, Ben Vicente, Ryan, Neb, Deandra, Anthony, oh no, not John, Jake, the Wrexham Texan, Will, Aaron, and Josh from the local pundit. Great show, great channel. Be sure to go check it out. But these guys support us, been supporting us for quite some time. And if you want to be a part of that, links will be in description down below. Gets you early access every week to the podcast. Gets you access to us, fans only Discord. Nice little tight knit group. We all like to have a good joke around on game days. Merch, discounted merch, the whole lot, you name it, and shout out every single week. Get in on it.
Thank you.
Come support the show. If you like this show, you want us to keep doing our thing, come support the show. Help us out. Um, what say you, Simon? Final words, mate?
Up the town, up the Hawks. Like,
I'm
subscribe, and
glad you
do all
said
the other stuff.
Hawks. The way you hung on whore then, I was like, where's he going
Up the
with
Hawks, up the Hawks. Mate, no Hawks. Where's he at the
this?
poor Dockers? So when are you playing Saturday night, yeah?
The Dockers are playing Saturday, yeah, against Gold Coast.
Yeah, yeah. Good
Elimination
luck.
final, home
Yeah,
final
good luck,
too.
mate. Good luck.
I think
Hope
we
you do
might be
them.
all right. Dockers, I think of all the years, now I know this is a bit of different to Wrexham, but of all the years, I think that this is the year I feel most confident that the Dockers might actually go all the way.
Win a. I thought you meant like win a fight, go all the way.
Well, I mean, look, they've been to the grand final before.
Sorry, dude. It is an open year, a bit like the championship this year. It is an open year of the finals, but needed a good laugh. On that note, Rousey get Freo
I'm
going all
sorry.
the way.
Who beat Hawthorn? Come on
Freo
now.
all the way. Oh,
Well,
we'll see you
no, the
next
reason
week.
the
Let's see
reason
you
being
smiling.
the reason
Let's see
being,
you.
Simon, right? Get this.
Yeah,
Fremantle Dockers have beat every single team in the top eight.
yeah.
So and the year
Got
that
to
they
play it to
went to the
G.
grand final against Geelong, I'm kind of
Oh,
like, yeah, I don't know if they're going to get through that,
yeah,
especially Geelong in a grand final. But this year, I just feel more confident that if this is the year they're going to do it, they got the. If this is the form that they've come in, this is the year that they're going to do it. So
yeah. Good
up the
luck. We shall
Fremantle
see.
Dockers,
We'll
up the
let you know.
port.
We'll let you know next week, folks. You'll tell by his unsmiley face how they've gone.
Yeah, that's just not get knocked out in the first elimination final. That'll
No,
be all
no.
right. So,
But
and I hope the
let's
Hawks
get
do
gelling.
well. I got
Yeah,
friends
thank
that
you.
support the Hawks, and now I've got Simon who supports the Hawks. So,
Yep,
you
yeah.
know, I'm secretly rooting for the Hawks as well.
All for our American friends secretly rooting. Okay.
Oh yes,
It
that's
doesn't
an
mean
Aussie
that, yeah.
saying.
Yeah, secretly rooting, yes.
Secretly rooting.
I'm
If you
just
have a
I'm just
root,
hoping that yeah, I'm just hoping the gel sets. I just want to see the jelly set. And the
you just
players
want.
have a couple of weeks of training and I'm so looking forward to QPR. But we'll talk about that next week.
Yes, we will. Yeah, and we might have a guest. We
Oh,
might. We might. We'll see.
okay.
Guys, thank you for joining us this week. Appreciate you for listening to this far in. Listen to two old blokes around. Well, one old bloke, one bold bloke ramble. I got to admit though, I mean, shout out to Simon's eyebrows. Got the best eyebrows in the game,
Oh,
that boy.
can you
Yeah.
imagine that? I used to have hair that color. It used to all be that color. Just smiling. I haven't always been a great fuck. So,
Does the carpet match the drapes?
it's getting there. It's getting there. It's getting
Oh
there.
dear. Okay, guys.
Moving
We'll
on.
leave,
Moving on from
we'll
Tasmania.
leave it
Let's
there
move on.
before we actually get too wild. We're
There is
going to
snow
get,
on the mountains.
yes, let's not say anything to get us cancelled. Let's just go offline and
No.
then we can have all the fun in the world. Okay, guys,
That's
thank
on
you
the
very much.
Discord.
We will see you next week on the Wrexham Roundup. Say hi to your mum for me. Bye.